Hi, this is Katie with Happy Hearted Watercolors, back with part 4 of our composition with bottles lesson. With the last lesson, we added the black background and left our white tablecloth white. And I've added a little bit of red to this area right here to show the turn of the bottle. I'm also going to add a little bit of yellow right in here to show the reflection of this yellow bottle. So I'm going to take that yellow ochre and I've got my tester paper over to the right, and I'm just going to add a little bit of yellow ochre right over here just so it looks like that bottle is being reflected. Now notice I have quite a bead of color there, so I got a bubbly look. This is not going to be even and smooth because this is a reflection. And eventually I may take and make this edge right here more red. And now I'm also going to take and reflect the blue right here. No, maybe I'll do it right here on this side. I did pull off some of my masking fluid, and at this point in time, I'm liking the sharper edges that I see here. Also be very, very careful that your paper is very, very dry. When I erased this, I pulled up some of the paper. It doesn't look too bad on camera, but it's not going to be worth anything when I'm done with it. So my goals here now are to show you how to erase your masking fluid, and then if needed, smooth out those lines and finish your painting. I'm not going to totally finish this. I think you can go ahead and do that on your own, but I want to show you the last steps that we've got, and that is to show the reflections of some of the lights of the way the one bottle reflects onto the other. And again, I am using my tester paper and going over to test to make sure it's the color I want. I did double check that I made the cobalt blue here. I think I'm also going to add some blue lines here. And now I'm going to take and create the bottom of the bottle right here. And I'm going to do that with red. And smoothing, like I did this one right here, I took and drew a little line. And again, don't go an inch without changing something. So I went from thin here to thicker as it went around the corner. And I'm going to make this really thick right here. Take and rinse my brush off and smooth this out so that we don't have a hard edge again. And I guess the other thing that I love about Arches is that it puts up with lots of repeated washes, and that's what we're doing, lots of repeated washes and glazing. So we're going to go with that. And again, I'm going to add a little more here and here in the corner where the glass is a little thicker, and over here in this corner where the glass is a little thicker. And again over here, this edge where the glass is thicker. And my yellow is almost dry, so I'm going to just skinny right up to it and let those two colors play together if they want. But if they don't, that's okay too. Alrighty, so here we go. This is showing the rim of the bottle, and again the rim of the bottle here. And it's going to be quite dark right here. And quite red right here. I think what I'm not going to show you is the texture that I'm going to put in here, but I think what I'm going to do is use a really ugly old brush and just kind of tap color here rather than splattering, because I'm going to splatter all over if I'm not careful. Okay, look at how this paper, or this color is spreading so awkwardly. Ugh, I hate pad paper. And let's take and bring this down a little more. Okay, so this red bottle's just about done. Since I'm working on the red, I'm going to make my red shadow. Again, it needs to be lighter than that because this is not a shadow, excuse me. It's a reflection of the color as the light shines through it. So it's just very light. Look. My brush got carried away there. I may not be able to pick that up. Okay, ignore that. And then also I'm going to add my yellow ochre here. Again, it's going to be very, very light. And I didn't wet this down like I did the other one. We'll see what the differences are. Watercolor is like a wonderful experiment. Okay, I promised you what it was going to look like here when we took this masking fluid off. This is a rubber cement picker-upper, and you just rub it when it's making sure the paper's dry. Boy, that worked pretty well. If I had time, you can see here how this one little line is quite bubbly. So I think what I'll do is take a very stiff brush, and it's made with, it's called a synthetic. This particular one's called a synthetic, but you could use a hog's bristle or something. And I'm just going to take and see if I can't wet it down and just lift this so that's not quite so sharp. Oh, that worked. Very subtle. Okay, so now we are ready to use the rubber cement picker-upper. And again, and don't do this near wet paint or paper because it will make a mess. And I want to darken the areas either to the right or the left of these shines. That will help accent the shine. And I'll darken it with just this same color that I'm using, yellow ochre, and maybe a little bit of the brown. And again, here you don't need to make the paint smooth because it's a line that is showing a shadow. I'm really not liking the pencil line showing through there, but that's the way it goes. Okay, so now to finish this, I would make sure everything was dry, and my background isn't quite dry yet, so I can't erase the masking fluid here. Notice the white tablecloth shining through here. Oh, maybe I want to do something here. I think I want to do something right there. Using my red. I'm just gonna make, what is that? A little bit of blub. It's a technical term, a blub. And again, we've got this paper just being terrible. See how it, the fibers just grab the color, even though the paint is pretty dry. We're going to call this good for now. Enjoy and talk to you soon. Thank you.